Good morning. Make sure the mic's working. Yeah, we're good. Not financial advice, educational purposes only. Thank you, good Lord, for a new day to trade today. And I haven't been up long, so I haven't taken any trades. So I'm gonna wait for new pops today. ATON and IOTR are both moving, or they have been moving. ATON crazy move yesterday after hours. SPRC popped. SPRC. Yeah. Oh, we're at this level too. Not a bad spot. SPRC. It's got a decent float too. Yeah, I'm probably about to miss it, but not a bad little pop. Might take a stab at it, honestly. Kind of like where it's at. It's not up very much, but if it pushes just a little bit more, I might. Anyways, if there's anything else news-wise. Yeah, IOTR back at VWAP might not be a bad play either. Don't really know much about this company. Let's see. Took a little entry on SPRC, but low expectations. IOTR. If I get into IOTR, oh, 690K float. I'll pass on this one. So SPRC is pushing a little bit. Added added up here, but if it starts holding over 190, I'm just gonna get out. The nice rejection on IOTR. So why is SPRC moving anyways? Signs definite agreement. That's a definite agreement, not a non-binding agreement to acquire treasury of potential patients for the endoscope market entering multi-billion-dollar industry. Okay. I mean, the news doesn't seem too bad, so I might, again, I've already got 2 ads on it. If it breaks over 190, I'm just not gonna fight it right now. But let me see what the daily looks like. Where might it want to go? It probably wants to go to $2, no doubt.
SPRC.
And it just did. So I'm adding close to 2 now. I got stopped out at 190, but now that we're at 2, I'm gonna add a little bit more and see if this is the level it fails at. But if it keeps pushing, I'm not going to fight it. So I'm in 3,000 shares. So if it holds over this level, I'm just going to get out. All right, I think I'm going to have to get out because it's starting to push against me too hard. Dang. Bro, I already lost $1,000 on the morning just mismanaging this stupid play. Yeah, I know we're in squeeze mode this season and I'm not even like making the right adjustments like I need to, so I'm pretty annoyed at myself. I probably won't even play intraday today. And here we go, about to stop me out again. $3 million float, pretty small float, but let's see what it does. If it gets over 225, I'm stopping out and just leaving it alone. Got a little bit of resistance here at 225, so let's see. My average is 206. Yeah, we're definitely in squeeze mode though. Yeah, no, the our Discord usually does really well. We saw a lot of red yesterday, so sent out a message about being aware of this, trading smaller, and I've already managed to walk into a negative grand. So, but if this breaks a little bit, I'll be good. It looks like it will. So I might close some of it here. Well, I want to see if it fades a little bit more. But yeah, it is a definite agreement. So to acquire a portfolio of patients, trademarks, and know-how for endoscopic systems and medical cameras. No wonder. I don't want to get in these small floats in these hot markets. So maybe that's what happened here. It says 3 million, which is still small, but not as scary. But if it says 2 million, yeah, it does say 2.4. These will squeeze just for that alone sometimes. But let's see what it does here at VWAP. I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces. But I have my stop if it basically if it breaks a new high. I'm trying to catch a bigger move though. ATON drop in, IOTR rejected VWAP, so I chose the wrong play. Yeah, I'm sizing down. And the part is I wanted to size up this month, but the market conditions aren't right. Um, it's funny because January last year was um, my best month, but this is a completely different January than last year, so gotta make the adjustment. So I'm gonna size down until get a good feel for this. So there we go. Got my money back because I was in 3,000 shares. Oh, but geez, it's already starting off with a roller coaster. So yeah, I was thinking, Alexandria, I might not even trade too much intraday because pre-market I haven't been getting myself in too much trouble, but intraday it's been a messy. Nice recovery. I'm glad I'm out. I got out, but nice recovery. I might re-enter 220, 225 area though. That was a crazy recovery though. IOTR 865 bucks for 3,000 shares. Jesus. Yeah, no, baby float. I'm not even interested in that one, and that's the one that's fading cleanly. Yeah, this moving after hours with ATON was intense. Funny thing is, I think I took a short somewhere, stopped out pretty quick. Then I took a long at 197 and then got out at 207. I left so much money on the table. And it was a decent sized position too, because I was trading heavy yesterday, but that's why I don't trade long. I don't know how to manage these positions well. What's SPRC? We're getting a little bit of a retest. I want to see it push up a little bit higher before I get back in it, I think. More like the 220, 225, because I don't want this one to keep pushing on me. I have seen you struggling a bit, and honestly, I'm a little scared because if you find it challenging, I'll be killed out there, you know? Yeah, no, it's been tough. That's why I got to size down. And this is part of the cycle, so I didn't size up when things were hot, and that's on me. Or when it was easy money for short selling. So now it's definitely not because we've just seen some strong intraday moves and a lot of reclaims and not so many of the end of day cracks and not as clean a fade. So it's just something to stay close to. Strong pushes. EVTV yesterday. BDSX wasn't as intense, but I found a way to struggle with that one too. Let me know if y'all see anything else, but if this pushes to 120 or 220, 225, I'll look for another entry. I just don't want to get in too early. Going back to what we're saying, this market's been a little bit tougher for me and others in the group. So sizing, I say sizing down, I'm in 3,000 shares. So after this one, I guess I'm gonna size down because I guess this isn't that small. I mean, it was only a 6K position, but still, I want to be a little bit smaller than that right now till I fill it out. But you banked on BDS. Yeah, I ended up with a little over a 3K day yesterday, but for how much risk I took, it was disappointing. And how much chaos the day. I mean, it was green, then red, then green, then red, then green, then red. I should have got another entry on this thing. Um, so yeah, it wasn't the best. So I might just stick with pre-market today. I don't know. If there's a solid setup intraday, I want to play it. I know me. So let's see if SPRC, but I am going to be a little more cautious. Even these seven. Okay, I had my entries right here. So I am in it. If it starts holding over 235, I'm probably going to just get out. Because this one is making pretty strong moves. And I'm depending on this level, but the levels don't work as well when things are heating up. And pre-market still hasn't felt like super hot, but I don't know, just the overall market's been a little tough, so I want to just be cautious. So if it gets over 235, I'll probably cut. But I'm in it. And this is kind of what I was waiting for, just in case it did a move like this. So in it in the 220s. Plus five. Oh, you're probably right. You're probably right. Odds of the bear sitting out intraday plus 500. I think that's fair. That's fair odds. PDYN. Ooh, this strong move in between two 200s. 31 million float, 263 million market cap. A little big on the market cap for me, so I want to pass on it, but it's a pretty nice little move right here. There's a good chance it will retrace. So what is SPRC doing? Let's see if it breaks a new high. If it breaks a new high here, I'm just out. Or if it gets over 235, that's where my stop is. I'm not playing this average up game in this market. Yeah, I'm out. Dang. Is there any reason for switching to a long trade on ATON? I, I'm not a I'm not a very good long trader, so I don't know. It did have a nice run. It's kind of forming a base here, but again, I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm not very good at going long, so wrong one to ask. What did PDYN do? That's nice. Looks like it's flushing some. Dang, I should have got back in this one. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this one moved so hard. It did mention like NVIDIA, like EVTV. What ended up happening to EVTV, by the way? EVTV. And it's still kind of hanging out above the 200. But anyways, I think that the reason why this one had such a strong move was because it had NVIDIA in the PR, even though it wasn't like a partnership or anything, just something to stay close to. Whenever they mention NVIDIA, these things of EVTV and ATON, it's made some very, very strong moves. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's strange. They do have that ability. Because you can go to filters and then it has keywords and then keywords excluded. So you can put it depending on, you know, how you plan on approaching it. Nice little flush. I got stopped out, but again, I'm gonna be quick with my stops in this market. I'm probably gonna get a lot of paper cuts, but it is what it is. AHMA. Ooh, okay. What is the float on this one? 1.92 million. Ooh, probably leave it alone. Good call though. Nice move, but I'm with the float, I'm a little nervous. Should add to SPRC. Where's it at? See if it starts flushing a little, if AHMA gets attention. Watch this one just flush clean, since I'm not going to play it. Be careful, insider ownership 93%. Dang, this makes me want to take a long on it, honestly, with how little the float is and that much inside ownership. Let's see if this thing runs. Yeah, an SPRC money rotation, it's flushing now. It might see me doing a lot of observing today, to be honest. Do they even have any new news today? AHMA. I'm not seeing anything. Strong move. Not holding though, so it broke a new high, then kind of flushed. But again, I'm just kind of observing. I don't really plan on playing it. If it had some strong news, I might consider a long on it, especially with that insider ownership and with that size float, but I don't know why it's running. And I don't know if this is just a dumb little Discord pump and dump or something. $7:30 is 3 minutes away. What is SPRC doing? Bouncing back now that AHMA flushed. And since this is decent news again, when things are heating up, decent, I'm gonna try to sit on my hands more. Decent news, definite agreements, lower floats. We got to be more cautious with these. But if it pushes back to 225, probably more like 230, 235, I might consider it. But again, this one, if it's showing strength after 7:30, I'm probably going to lose interest in it because it's holding its own. I see 0% ownership for AHMA. Let's see what I see. Finviz shows 93% ownership, insider ownership. So I don't know what's true. AskEdgar doesn't show it anymore for whatever reason. And I haven't gotten alert for trade ideas, surprisingly. So I don't know what they're saying. But regardless, the float alone, I'm not interested in it. So if it was something I was interested in, I'd keep digging, but not interested in it. This thing could rip. 7:30, 1 minute away. See if we get some more PRs. CRDL, cardiotherapeutic achieves key. Wow, it just broke a new high, didn't it? Achieves key 50% patient enrollment milestone in pivotal phase 3. Is CRDL moving at all? It's just enrollment, but it says phase 3. No, it's not moving. It's just enrollment, but when it's a really hot market, even that'll sometimes move. All right, 7:30, 1 minute away. Let's see what happens. BCTX. There's some news. So there's a few I want to pull up. So XAIR, is it moving? And I just entered a position at SPRC, FYI, just to see if we get some money rotation. SPRC, yeah, oh, it just broke down too. Okay, let's see if it keeps breaking down or pops. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see if we get a little flush here, or if it tries to pop off the 9. I might trim some here just in case it wants to bounce off the 9. But anyways, these other plays, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Should probably secure some right here. I'm gonna do that. I still haven't yet because we're in the 180s. Oh, let's go. Let me screenshot this because I'm up 1600 on it. Put it in the Discord. I did enter a little heavy on it though. Obviously, you probably figured that out. It got me earlier, so now I'm a little annoyed at it. So, okay, going back to again, when things get hot, I'm gonna start paying more attention to the easy money, the money rotation, when other things are moving, not chasing the thing that's ripping shorts face off like this one. So, not saying I won't play it, but see, I'll focus on the money rotation there instead. And it paid off. So, where does this one want to go? Acquires 85% of Beyond Air's. No, I don't want to even play this one. Don't even want to play it. So there might be opportunities, but I'm not going to play it because it's hot right now. And this looks like, yeah, I'm not going to play it. What was that other one? Again, I'm going to see a little bit different version of me where I'm a little more cautious. And then what was the other one that I kind of had a little bit of attention? BCTX, is it moving? See, look at this thing ripping. Oh my gosh, I'm still holding SPRC. We're in the 170s. Let's go. Money rotation. Money rotation. So again, we can succeed in these markets, but I'm gonna have to adjust how I trade, and that's part of trading, making adjustments. So uh, let's go. So I'm gonna be focusing a little bit more attention on money rotation, not chasing the shiny ticker, and then more of the ticker that was previously moving. And I don't really have maybe 164. There's a decent level on XAIR, but I don't love it. But I do like that it's hesitating here, so it might start trying to give some back here in a second. I'm still holding 1,000 shares. I entered 4K of these originally, so I'm just gonna hold on to these because I'm already out of 3K of them. Man, I needed that. Thank goodness. Ended up pulling in a couple grand on that one, I'm sure. Oh, I mean, for sure. We're still dropping. All right, I'm out of it. It might keep dropping, but I got some weird little levels here, so I don't know if it might try to bounce. But yeah, 4,000 shares got in, um, and just wrote it down. All right, so let's see what XAIR is doing. Yeah, this one might hesitate right here. I don't know if it'll keep pushing, but again, I think the news XTL Biopharmaceutical acquires 85% of Beyond Air Neuro NOS, entering the massive autism market with Nobel Prize winning scientific leadership. So in most markets, I would short this, but again, I'm just trying to fill things out today. I got us and a lot of people in the group kind of got a little run for our money yesterday. So PRC, AHMA still hit, money didn't really rotate away from it though. BCTX didn't really move. Which one did you say? PRC.
XTLB.
XTLB. Well, did this one have news? What is going on with this one? We got $1. That might not be a bad level to play it at. And then a very good level would be whatever these wicks are, 110. It is flushing. You went right to $1 and flushed. Nice. Dang, AHMA still pushing. XAIR flushing. Did SPRC keep falling? No, it's bouncing here. So that's kind of why I got out right here. I don't know what these levels are on the chart. They're not really that strong, but it'll probably keep going down though. Oh my gosh, XCLB just gave, it's a 30% move right there. Well, almost 99 cents all the way down to 70 cents. Beautiful play. Seems like we've got a little more action today, or is it still slow? No, we got some action today, that's for sure. I got my guard up too. Oh my goodness, look at AHMA. Like I said, I almost wanted to take a long on this one, but I don't know why it's moving. So I gotta know why it's moving for my longs. But definitely didn't short this one, nor do I plan on it. Why were you considering a long on AHMA? Nano float, um, and high institutional ownership. Look at it. And the last ingredient that I like is good news. And then a retrace back to like a VWAP, and then I'll consider longs. Or retrace back to a level it's respecting. Like imagine it was riding up the 9 if it came back to the 9 or something, but um, I don't know why this one's moving. But it's easy to say that now. I mean, I did say it before it moved, but uh, who knows if I really would have. But this is a very strong move. Yeah. So when things heat up and you see these tiny floats, like even if the news is just so, they can push. They can push pretty hard. Yeah, it's under 2 million float. Oh my goodness. Look at this. XTLB. Whatever happened to XAIR? So we're getting some flushes at least. Because it looks like these other, I wish I would have played XAR, but I didn't know that AHMA was going to take so much attention away. But it's still in the show right now. So XAIR is flushed. It says 3.96 million float on trade ideas. Is that considered nano? So I've checked two sources. I saw the two sources I checked. My trade ideas hasn't even pulled it up yet. I don't know if I need to loosen my, yeah, it's not even acknowledged that one. Dang, nice flush on XAIR. But anyways, I'm seeing two sources tell me under 2 million. I don't have it pulled up on trade ideas yet. So I don't know which one's right. Webull says 1.72, but the point is, anything under 2 million, but especially under 1 million, they can, when it gets hot, you're gonna see these rip. SPRC still dropping. PCTX, did it finally take off? Oh, it's Ross and AHMA. PCTX. Oh my goodness, look at this. What a beauty. Look how much it's up too. It was trading for what in the world? It went right to the 200 and rejected. Oof, this market's getting scary. Let's see. Yeah, 1.8 million float on this one. So this was a good one, a very good one. So see, 1.8 million float, had decent news. Reports sustained complete resolution of lung metastasis in a patient. This is a single patient though. This is actually pretty weak news. Oh my gosh. I would have played it right here at the 200 too, probably. Well, it was less than 2 million. So again, hindsight is easy to say that, so I'm not gonna give myself credit for it. But y'all know I love the 200 and it definitely rejected there. Let's go, Jelani. I wish I would have had the balls to jump in. But again, y'all are those of you that are asking me long advice, y'all don't want long advice from me. That's the wrong guy. I I mean I was positive last year for my long positions, which is very rare. I think it's mostly because I'm very picky now, so it works out. But I really, that's not my go-to. But glad you hit that, Jelani. It's strange. You've been like 100% on the looks. Appreciate it. It's strange. Yeah. The end of the year strong on my longs. Some of the days they were my best play of the day. But again, I, I, it's not my go-to, so I don't like giving long advice. AHMA. Well, I don't give any advice because I don't give financial advice. It's educational purposes only. But anyways, AHMA is giving back a little bit here. And again, sorry guys, I'm not in and out of plays like I usually am, but I'm doing a lot of observing today because market's been tough for me in January, to be honest. I'm green on the month, but man, it feels like a roller coaster after such a smooth December. Like December was about as smooth as it could get. And then January's been just a little bit of me too, though, because I added more size, and every time I add size, there's more emotion involved, regardless if I want it to be or not. But there's been some pretty good flushes today. XAIR, SPRC. What was that other one that started with an X? So, I mean, they're flushing. You just got to make sure if you're in the wrong one, you realize it early. And, I'm going to try to start focusing on the plays that's losing attention. 2,300, Denny Burns. Big money. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I would be interested in a short in this one. I wonder if I get in this thing and just have a tight stop on it because this is only one patient. You know what? I might roll the dice a little on BCTX. Y'all probably don't think I'm crazy entering right here, but I might get in here. It's dropping without me. If it gets back up to like 1450, tight stop above 15. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Here it goes. Yeah, this news is trash. It's gonna come back to reality if it doesn't catch momentum, which I don't think it will. Because it's still up 66%. Yeah, it's dropping without me. Well, I was a few seconds late, so it is what it is. But again, you're going to see me focusing on a lot more of these type of plays. What's losing attention, not chasing the face ripper. But there hasn't really been too much of face rippers today, mostly just AHMA. Yeah, BCTX is going down. Made that decision a little too slow. Oof, this hurts, but all good. All good. Because the reason why it hurts is because it has so much room to fall. And I could still enter it here if I wanted to, but oh, look at this. Jesus Christ, can't watch. What's something else we can look at? Yeah, the locates on BCTX were a little pricey though. But again, like I was saying, you might not see me take as many trades as usual. I'm filling the market out. I'm gonna take some trades, but I'm usually quick to enter most pops. Today might be a little bit of a different story. Trying to sit on my hands a little more. Because even yesterday, some of the stocks I got myself into, like they did act weird, and FBIO had some FDA approval news a few minutes ago. Did that one move? Oh my goodness, look at VCTX. Oh, that would have paid for those locate fees. FBIO. FBIO. There we go. I mean, it's at a pretty strong level. It's basically failed this level two other times. So a relatively strong level, I think. Well, how much is it up? Fortress Biotech Therapeutic announces U.S. FDA approval. Yeah, this is a FDA approval, so I don't want this. And like I said, I feel like things are heating up a little bit. 28 million float. That's gonna keep it from running though, or running too hard. 157 million market cap. I know I prefer under 100, but I'll trade under 200. But I just don't think it's really up enough right now. Yeah, it's only up 10%. Well, it's dropping. So
AHMA.
AHMA is making its next move up. Jesus Christ. Where's it going? I don't know. Thing's ripping though. Anybody figure out why it's running? Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Hope none of y'all are in it on the short side. Glad I didn't jump in this one. And again, Colin, I don't know if you're on today, Colin. He talks about it a little with me on the phone about having that like sixth sense. Sometimes I can tell, and lately though, I feel like it's been a little off. But again, just watching enough charts, you can kind of start, feeling. You can kind of tell which ones are about to start doing this. And I wish I could explain it better, but right now, anything with a float that's under 2 million, I'm gonna be super cautious, super cautious. And then if it's like making clean moves up like this, and if it has decent news, you see it's the volume going up in it, there's a chance that these can take off. Shorting that pop on EZTV. Oh yeah. Uh oh, I see what you're saying. That was yesterday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Risky as heck. Ross calls that educated intuition. I like that. That works. But yeah, only one play so far today. SPRC stopped me out first, then caught it the big move. But besides that, not played anything else, and it might stay that way. But we'll see what the 8 o'clock news holds. Yeah, that's why I ignored FBIO because it actually has FDA approval news, which is actually not too shabby. Wonder if AHMA will come back to reality at some point. Try to bounce off VWAP. Anyways, right now I'm just gonna wait for 8 o'clock. Let me know if y'all see anything. And very little volume for FTA approval. Yeah, I think it's the float. People like these baby floats. But here we go. Let's see what it does here. These nano small floats. And I don't blame, I mean, I don't blame people for liking that. And I haven't posted this in a while, but for the newbies on the channel, I do have a Discord and I do have a free little Premarket Pump Playbook. I just pinned it to the top comment. It's free if you want to get it, just understand how I approach these pre-market pumps. But I gotta run downstairs, grab something real quick, and I will be right back. I want to be here before 8 o'clock so I can focus on these pumps at 8. I am back. So did you know FBIO headquarters? Oh, really? South Florida? Did not know that. I live in, unless y'all know this, Sarasota, and what is what ticker is it? Let's see. I think it's, I don't want to say it, and it's not true. Yeah, so it's located in DJT, the Trump ticker. The address is, I typed it in, it's like less than like 3 minutes away. It's based out of Sarasota, and I thought that was so weird. DJT, why they picked Sarasota. But yeah, there's a lot of these companies that are had some headquarters in Florida. There probably some type of tax incentive or something. I don't know enough about it. No, I'm not in Miami. All right, 2 minutes till 8 o'clock. Money rotation. What might rotate? Nothing is really pushing right now. Everything kind of is giving back. Was um, yeah, and I'm not gonna play a AHMA money rotation. This one scares me, so I'll just see what pumps, and then I'll decide real time if I'm interested in the new shiny ticker.
IOTR, PMAX,
There's a bunch of
XTLB, ECRX, HGBL,
dang, there's a bunch of
X8IR,
news that came out. I'm seeing partnerships. I'm seeing
ATN,
yeah.
ARMP,
Let's see what pumps. AHMA might get money rotated away from it with all these PRs. What's the locate price on it? But we're seeing a red candle. Wonder if I just take a stab at it real quick. Small position, stop out if it gets back over 10. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's too risky right now in this market. So what's moving? There's got to be something moving with all these PRs.
NYSC,
I'm not really seeing anything. I took a little position on AHMA. I just want to see if it comes back to VWAP real quick. Super tight stop. Like I got a good entry, 988. So if it gets back over 10 bucks, I'm out. Like I'm not giving it any room to go against me. The reason I'm not super confident is 'cause I'm not seeing anything else really pushing. So that's what scares me a little bit is if there was something else running right now, my confidence would be a little bit higher in this money rotation play. But without anything running, I only entered five. Well, dang, this is a $10 ticker though. But I only entered 500 shares, so I guess it is still a 5K position. Ooh, but all good. I want to see if it drops a little here. Right now it is, but if nothing else is moving, I might take profit quick on it. Because the point is, if something moves, you jump in it. It's kind of easier said than done at times, but I'm still in it. Let's see if it drops a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm at the cover. I'm up 300 bucks on it now. Let's go. That was easy money. Easy money. So I am out. I got out before VWAP, but you could tell I was spooked on this one. So I don't like being this way, but I am a little spooked. But I think it's a healthy spook. Maybe it'll prevent me from getting too reckless, but I'm not kidding. January's been brutal on you, boy. I'm green, but man, it's been a roller coaster. I probably jumped out too quick. It's probably gonna come back to VWAP. Watch it. Yeah, here we go. ATON ripping. Yeah, it's pushing. I'm curious how this one plays out today, honestly. Does it continue? Oh, look at AHMA.
IOTR,
Is IOTR pushing back up?
PMAX,
No, it's fake out. I'm probably gonna pass on ATON. It's tempting though.
BCTX,
Yeah, I remember that headline from yesterday. I still don't think it's really that great of news. Like it's decent news for sure. But the big thing is it has NVIDIA in the headline, and after the EVTV move, that's why I think it pushed so hard. Probably should have played this pop, but I'm good. Like I said, I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious today.
IOTR,
So
PMAX,
only two plays today, and there's been quite a few options. BCTX came back. I really do not think this, man, it's so tempting to get in this thing, but y'all know I like entering a little bit closer to the top. But yeah, this news is trash. What was the float on this one? BCTX 1.8. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. AHMA, Aladdin's going to show up and pull his rug out. No, for sure. There is a good chance that happens with AHMA.
AHMA,
But if it was to get down to like 835-ish, maybe wick down, recover,
XAIR,
I would consider a long on this thing though, since nothing else is really moving strong. Both the 9 and the VWAP are somewhat aligning right here. So if it was to drop, maybe like wick down to like 8, recover, hold it, and then close above like 840 or something, I might consider a long on it. Ride it up to 10 or something, but I don't think I'm going to play it. I'm surprised with all those 8 o'clock PRs though, we're not seeing something else new pushing. UAVS. Oh, strong move BCTX. UAVS is pushing. 40 million flow, that's what I'm talking about.
IOTR,
Supplies drawn to NATO forces in Europe. So how is defense doing right now? It was a theme. We're about to see. It's kind of tempted to try UAVS though with that float. That doesn't really concern me too much. And it's only up 15% though. Kind of like this level since this is where it kind of traded sideways at, but it's only up 15%. I don't love that. I think it fades here, but I'm just not going to get in a 15, 12, 13% pop. But if it pushes to about $2, I'll be interested. BCTX is still pushing. Yeah. It's tempting because it was only one patient. What's the float on BCTA? Oh my God, 200 shares is 700. I was gonna trade it small. I was only getting 200 shares, but the single use is $777 for 200 shares. Yeah, I'll have to pass on that. AHMA, moment of truth. Does it bounce here?
PMAX. IOTR.
Bro, is this like what? When does it love IOTR?
XAIR.
Dang, I missed all this earlier today. This is at what, 6 o'clock? PMAX. I just sold my UAVS yesterday. Dang. So it's pushing up a little bit more. If it gets to 2, I'll probably get interested, but probably not super interested until then. But man, even $1.85 is kind of tempting. What's also tempting is seeing if AHMA bounces. But I'd rather find a short than a long. But none of these are really super appealing to me. UAVS would be, but um, just not up enough.
XAIR. IOTR. PMAX.
HMA getting closer to VWAP. Do we get a flush? Do we get a bounce? No, I'm not planning on switching over, but I want to, if there's opportunity, I might look into it. But now I don't plan on taking a long here. More just curious. So I know going forward with these plays, more just like I said, I'm observing a lot today, kind of seeing what the market's trying to do. Because it's hard to tell because pre-market still doesn't feel super hot, but intraday's been more hot. So I don't know. But yeah, HMA is pushing here. BCTX got a little flush here. UAVS is pushing a little bit here. So if it gets a little bit closer to 2, maybe even 195, I'll start taking a stab at it. All right, I'm gonna get it pulled up so I can get some locates on if I need to. So we got up to 190. I want to see it get up to at least 195. You should try to open trade the pool account and use that prop firm for your long. That way you're more comfortable taking this. It's actually pretty good advice. PDYN. Let's see. PDYN. Oh, we up at the 200. It is kind of grinding up towards that level, but it is right at the 200. PDYN. 31 million float, 300 market cap, 300 million market cap. I don't love that though, because these tend to grind. Again, I'm gonna be picky. I appreciate the heads up because y'all know I like the 200, but and it does have an overall offering risk of high. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pass just because I'm not super strict on a lot of my criteria, but I really don't like the market caps over 200. And I have been playing some lately, and they reminded me why I don't like them. So I'll probably pass on this one because they just tend to like keep pushing like this one looks like it might do. UABS got up to 192. Now we're seeing some red candles, but again, kind of want to see it 195. Well, did have this. I guess I could have considered 190, but I want to see it up to like 195, $2, and then I'll probably play it. Yeah, but I am gonna definitely open a trade the pool account. I think it would just be fun to try one out, to be honest. There's a few people in the group that's had good luck with, I shouldn't say luck, but their skills align with the trade the pool requirements and stuff. That's like, especially Joey, he shares a lot of his, but even just trading, um, was it Carlos? I think you have trade the pool as well. So a strange, oh, that's right. I forgot you've been trading in them too. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try it out. Burrito. Whatever happened to ATON? Yeah, I don't like how this one taking so long to fall though. So it ended up failing that VWAP push. And normally I would have played that, but again, sitting on my hands a little bit more today. PDYN kind of goes back to my theory on these, the bigger market cap, they tend to just kind of grind up. So this one's doing that a little bit. AHMA didn't have that strong push off VWAP. Well, yet it still could. Why did you pass on PDYN? Yeah, it's the market cap. It could still fail here, but and majority of them do fail, but the ones that do hurt me, a lot of times their market cap's a little bit higher because they just don't flush as cleanly as like a SPRC, like with money rotation or when people lose interest, you just don't see as intense of these candles, but as consistently, you know what I mean? But this is a interesting candle though. It might end up falling right back under the 200 here though. And they're just more legitimate companies. If it's a 300 million market cap company, that means they're probably a little bit more legit. And what I'm trying, my main accomplishment with shorting small caps is I'm trying to short trash. You know what I mean? So the trashier the company, the better. AHMA making its next leg up here. UABS, I might should have considered an entry at 190, but again, I wanted to see it push a little bit more. Since it's defense and I don't really know what to expect, it is somewhat of a theme.
DCOY.
DCOY, a little push here, but it's not up that much. Oh, good call. CPI inflation data is supposed to come out. I bet it's going to be good. I bet it's going to beat expectations.
AHMA.
Regardless if it's true or not. And this is why I was considering a long on AHMA. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. Wow. Wow. This hurts a little bit, but that's all right. What a beauty. Look at this candle. Jesus Christ. Gee, oh my gosh. Longs, y'all are back. Y'all are back for these pre-market pumps. This is intense. Mm, 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 mm. PCOY got all the way up to $2. Again, sorry guys if it feels like I'm a little scattered today. I'm not really, or if it seems I'm not that interested in entering positions. I gave y'all a warning, but they're going to do a lot of observing today. I still took a couple plays, but again, I'm not going to blindly enter a lot of tickers like I usually do. Like as soon as they pop, just get in it because the market conditions are changing a little bit. So I wanted to observe, make sure I didn't get caught up in something like this, AHMA. Let's go. Took a long with only 200 shares on AHMA, made $800. Let's go. Yeah, that's actually a good point, DHK. AHMA is country UAE. Reminds me of SMX. Had no news at first, and we found out that there was some conference. The news came out and it really took off. Yeah. I used to when I first started short selling, I used to love the no news pumps because they would always fade. Then that theory really changed, or my theory on no news pumps really changed around the crypto treasury era at the spring summer of last year, because you would see a lot of these tickers pump, and SPET was one of the main ones that really caught me. They were pumping on no news, and then because obviously insiders knew or somebody knew, and then they would release the crypto treasury news, and then you would just get rocked. Oh my gosh, because they were going up 2, 3, 4, 500% after that news came out. So now I'm a little bit more cautious on shorting no news pumps because it's like, does somebody know, or is this just a pump and dump? Bro, don't be sorry. Well, you trade for you and your account. No, I appreciate it. If I wasn't on live though, I probably would have went long on AHMA though. I need to just pretend like y'all aren't there. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I enjoy these live streams probably just as much as y'all do because I appreciate y'all's insight, but definitely regret not taking along on AHMA though. That because it was perfect conditions. Nothing else was running to steal its attention. But all good there. I want to find me one more short before the session's over, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Don't know if I'm gonna get it. DCOY is pushing. Yeah, it's just not. How much is it up? Oh, well, it is up 30% now. Still breaking new highs. So where's it trying to go? Ooh, we do have a little bit of a gap fill right here at $2. I mean, that's a long ways off, but again, I'm gonna be a little picky today. I don't want to just like enter random levels, but that dollar might hold up. Let's see. What's the story with DCOLY? 6 million float, 6 million market cap, high overall offering risk, low cash need. They reach global access commitment agreement to focus on development of a globally accessible, scalable peptide manufacturing platform. I don't know, but this thing's pushing. I'm gonna let it keep pushing. I might play it though. 830 is not too far away. Maybe there's some money rotation that might happen with this ticker if something else starts moving, but I'm not gonna take a stab at it just yet, even though this level's not too bad. A little bit of congestion here at $1.15. No, that's a good point because I made a line up here at its all times high. I think was like a little over 18, right? Yeah, it might get there. 8:30 news, 1 minute away. Oh, really? Didn't have news then either? Huh. Huh, huh. Yeah. AHMA probably made Ross's day for sure. I called like the only red candle it had, so I guess I can give myself credit for that. Got in right here, but man, this candle is my favorite. That's a nice, nice strong candle. Ross missed it. LFWD. Did we miss a play? T-Mac? LFWD. Thing is dying now. CPI report came in better than expected. What a surprise. Thanks for the heads up, though. Good to know. Good to know. What did it, let's see. I think under this administration, probably most of these CPIs will come back. We got to keep the narrative that we can cut interest rates. And again, not throwing shade. I'm all for cutting interest rates. I have assets. They should appreciate, but I am scared for people that don't have assets. Ross held out on it because he felt insiders were selling into the pops. PFRI. Looks like we might get a 200 EMA rejection here. Dang, this thing is sketchy. How much is it up? Let me see. Probably a decent play though, right here at the 200. Get it close to 95, 98 cents. Probably a decent play. But the spread makes me nervous. It's like 7 cent spread on a 85-cent ticker, 90-cent ticker. Bro, I need these. Yeah, lower interest rates should be great for you so that you can refinance those Airbnbs 100%. That's why I'm not sad about lower interest rates. I think it's going to be a double-edged sword, though. If we're doing it for home prices, affordability, it'll probably cause prices to elevate, but who knows? What is THH? This one is a sketchy ticker. I'm not interested in it, but just popped from 25 bucks to 54 bucks. Yeah, I'm embarrassed to say what some of my interest rates are on some of those properties. Yeah, I'm not seeing much, guys. And again, like I said, going into this, I'm gonna be picky because I've been getting rocked and then I've been recovering, but uh, that's not a guarantee. I had to take some risk to recover. So I'm up today. I only played 2 plays. I'm probably gonna wrap it up to be honest and call it a day. Here soon. How much are you up today? 815 bucks, and I am so proud of it. So not much, but I'll take it. The big drop from SPRC really padded the stats, and then I caught this little red move on HMA, and that's all I played. So I'll take it. And I got stopped out prior to that, or I should have had a better morning. But again, I'm in a fill it out mood, so
DCOY.
I might be a little careful intraday as well. If I even take burrito place plus 500 on will I trade intraday or not? I probably will, but I'm gonna be particular. DCOY, I want to be interested in it. Let me do a little research on it. But again, like in this market, I don't feel comfortable just scaling in just random levels. I want a strong level that I think I can get in at. It doesn't have that small of a float. 5 million, almost 6 million floats, what I'm seeing. Let me confirm. And I don't care if I miss it, if it flushes, whatever. I'm not in that type of mood. I'm okay missing plays today. Yeah, I'm seeing 6 million floats, so not too concerned about the float size. Let me see the news again, see if I'm missing anything. It's pushing though. I said it, I doubt it'll get to $2, but man, if this thing gets to $2, I might bet the farm on it.
DCOY.
And it's pushing, guys. Yeah, it is pushing. Bro, I'm having a hard time even finding it. What the on Stock Titan, DCOY, it's saying no results found. Oh, here we go. Found it. So let's see. Announces global access commitment agreement with the Gates Foundation to fund development of a globally accessible, scalable peptide conjugate manufacturing platform for antiviral therapies. The platform will be validated. All right, let's see. Decode expects to advance its lead pan coronavirus antiviral to an IND filing within 12 months. The company remains in a preclinical stage with no clinical data yet. No funding amount or commercial terms. Regulatory and commercialization outcomes are not guaranteed. Yeah, it seems a little fluffy. It does seem a little fluffy, but this move is strong on it. So, do we get to $2? That would be wild. Because I would slam this thing. And the reason why I'm saying that is because these gap fills have been printing. That was probably one of my bigger wins yesterday, too. Might try to fill this gap since it has not previously filled it. But if it gets to $2, I'm interested. Do you have some spare time to look at AHMA's insider ownership? Yeah, I saw 93% on FinViz, and they're usually pretty accurate when it comes to that. Insider and institutional ownership. And then Trade Ideas says 93% as well. So my stock screener. So it probably does. That's what made me interested in it. But y'all mentioned Ross. That made him nervous, I guess. But and I'm sure he has his reasons. But usually when you see high insider ownership, you'll see some very just intense. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't take along on this one with that insider ownership too, man. But all good. Um, let's see what happens with DCOY. Pushing to $2 would be pretty insane from where it's at right here. So I probably won't stay on live stream, but intraday in the next what 50 minutes, if it gets up to $2, I'll set an alert. I'll be interested in it there, but again, I'm probably not going to play it prior to that. Might sit on my hands. It could get up to maybe like 170 and fail, but I really don't like to get in at the top of a gap fill. Or maybe all it wanted to go was to $1.50 and it fails here. You know what I mean? So again, observation mode more than anything today. I'm only going to get in plays I'm pretty certain about till I get a feel of this market. Like I said, it doesn't feel like it's super hot, but the stocks have just been a little hard to trade intraday. They've just been a little bit more reclaims, a little bit stronger pushes. So it's just something I want to stay a little bit close to so I don't start donating to the market. Oh, warrants are at $1.50. Maybe that's why it stopped there. That's good feedback. Let me confirm that. Good to know. DCOY. $1.50 might be a decent.
DCOY.
Bro, we pushing. And at the end of the day, though, guys, it is, let me see. And I don't know, I haven't really experienced this too much, but the headline is, the Gates Foundation. I haven't had too many headlines with that. That's the obviously y'all know that the Bill Gates like foundation, like is this might be a big deal. Is this news like actually really good? But I'm gonna hang out. If we get to two, I'm about to slam this thing. I'm already grabbing my locates. I'm so excited. Let's see. Hope it doesn't fail here. I hope it gets to $2. I might actually go and get in here and just stop. No, I'm gonna wait. Oh my gosh, here we come, guys.
DCOY.
I think we're about to get to $2. I'm tempted to get in here, but I don't want to regret it. I'm gonna get a starter here. I don't like getting in at the bottom of a gap fill, but I'm only entering 1,000 shares here. But if it gets up here, I'm probably gonna enter about 4K shares to $2. If I got in at 173, if I got in too early, it is what it is. I'm gonna slam it for about 3 or 4K shares up here, so I'll get my average up if I need to. But I don't want to miss if it fails here, and it looks like it might. Getting in at the bottom of a gap fill like a lunatic. Let's see if it works out. Oh, I don't even see y'all's I've been away from the comments. Let's see what y'all been saying. What does that mean in English? Yeah, I don't know. So I'm up 150 bucks on it. Nothing crazy, but I want to see if it comes back to VWAP. I can't wait for the day when in the Ross live chat someone will talk about you and your channel and Ross will say pass to a stock that you're interested in. Appreciate it, Alexander. You appreciate all you guys for sure. Okay, here we go. Up a little over 200 on it. Might secure some profits on it, to be honest. I'm gonna trim half. Trim 500 here. Just because I don't know if it's gonna go all the way back to VWAP, but it might. So trimmed half, and then if it drops a little bit more, I'll trim some more. It took Ross whole life and hard work to be where he is today. Candle said. Justin is young, I am young, we got time. Yeah, no, we just starting our journey. Um, but again, appreciate y'all for being here, part of it, especially y'all that's in the Discord, which if you're new, we got a Discord channel. Say we, I guess it's mine, but feels like a community. That's why I say we. So if you're interested in learning more, links in the description. And also, I got the pinned pre-market playbook as well in the comments section. But yeah, Alexander, again, I know that you went back to the demo account, but you're learning every day, bro. Like you're way ahead of where I'm at when I first got into short selling. So I'm gonna take some profit here at VWAP. Actually, I just went ahead and got out at 146. So I'm out of it. So played it from 173 to got out at 152 and 146. Got in at the bottom of a gap fill like a lunatic, but it worked out. Now the main reason I did was just because it was a level and I was going to enter small, try to catch the move. And then because I was planning on going so heavy at 2, I knew if I added 3, 4K shares, it would have gotten my average up to where I would have been fine with it. You know what I mean? Oh, we're dropping right back to VWAP. But again, guys, I still confirm my what I was saying. If this gets to $2, I'm very interested. Even if I'm not on the live stream, I'll be creeping at it. I'll set a probably an alert if it breaks a new high to notify me. Appreciate it, DHK. Oh, that's what I keep calling you. I don't know how to pronounce that, but good. Happy about that, bro. Just funded your first real account at TradeZero. Good luck on your journey, my friend. And again, like I said, thanks for hopping on. But I think I'm gonna wrap up here, guys. So game plan is last thing I'm gonna say is none of these other tickers I'm really interested in, but if DCOY does get to $2, um, these gap fills have been money lately, especially when the moves are really extended, like this one is. Um, the way I usually approach it, again, I'm a front side trader, so as soon as it gets to $2, I'm already entering it. I'm not waiting for a failure. I'm not waiting for any of that because a lot of times you'll see a move like this where it doesn't hang around that level. It just wicks up, then comes down. So I'll probably enter my first couple thousand initially, see if it wicks up, see if it keeps running, and then if it looks like it's going to fail, slam it for a couple more thousand, and then just see if it fails. But again, that's the main play I'm looking at going forward. I think there's a good probability it could fail there, and I'm not too concerned about the float, institutional ownership, anything like that. So gap fill flush reasoning is bag holders looking to get out. I don't know the reasoning. I think so. I think that's the reason, but it's just a strong technical level that because even you see this in large caps. You can see it in SPY and QQQ. If it gaps down, a lot of times it'll want to come back to where that gap fill was, and then like let's say it opened down like this, SPY, you'll see it creep back up and try to fill that gap. Then it'll keep going down. So I don't know the psychology behind it to confirm it, but I just know that whether it's small cap, large cap, whatever, gap fills are a pretty solid setup. Especially the key is though when the move's very extended like this. If it's only up 15%, the gap fills sometimes aren't as strong, but when it's a strong like extended move like this, those gap fills usually hold up. But on that note, guys, I appreciate you all, and I will see y'all tomorrow.